As the locations of the 15 Chinese doctors and technicians remain unknown, an investigative journalist, Kemi Oluloyo, has claimed that they are in southeastern Nigeria. Kemi made the revelation on Twitter in response to a question from social media influencer Deji Adeyanju. Deji had echoed the statement of the Minister of Health, Osage Enahiri, that he does not know the whereabouts of the 15 Chinese who entered Nigeria as medical doctors. At the daily COVID-19 briefing in Abuja on Thursday, Osage Enahiri had revealed that he does not know the locations of the 15 Chinese, adding that not all of them are doctors. The minister said, "On the Chinese doctors, I want to first of all explain that I think not all of them were doctors, and I think that I heard that some of them are technicians, but they are staff of CCECC. The Ministry of Health is not their host, so we cannot always explain what happened to them or where they are. There seems to be a lot of interest in these doctors, but they are staff of the company and I think they are on the company visa." Deji on Friday mocked the federal government by re-echoing what the minister said. He wrote, "The Chinese doctors are missing." Responding to Deji's message, Kemi wrote, "The Chinese doctors are in southeast Nigeria. Igbo better stay safe." Honestly, it's really laughable to have heard such statement from the Minister of Health. He said he think or he thought, I think that some of them are not, I heard, even say I heard that some of them are technicians. You heard as a whole minister. When these people came, it was the one that told us that they are going to be quarantined, that they are going to be helping Nigerian doctors. If not that Nigerian Medical Association stood their ground that they are not going to allow anybody touch their patients, and they stood their ground. Even before they came in, they rejected or they refused their coming into the country. But the government went, was adamant to go ahead to bring them in. And at the end of the day, they started telling us all manner of stories. They told us that these people are coming to help. They are coming to do this. That there was no going back. That was what they said. That there was no going back. That was what Boss Mustafa said. That there was no going back. These people must come. Now they are changing it for us. And they told us that these people volunteered that they wanted to come and help. If really they volunteered to come and help, why didn't you tell them to stay back? Because they even told us that they were going to bring in some equipment that they are going to be teaching our people here. That was what this man said. And I don't know why he's not saying he does not know why Nigerians are so much interested in these people. Why would they not be interested in these people? If this man is overwhelmed with the job, of course, the best thing is just to just walk away. But they will never walk away in this country. If the work is overwhelmed with the work and you are being asked questions and you are telling journalists or Nigerians not to ask you that kind of question, I don't think you are fit to be holding that position in the first place. And for Nigerians not to be interested in knowing the whereabouts of those people, judging from the fact that people have been saying a lot of insinuations here and there, Nigerians will not be interested. The same thing. These people don't want you to ask questions. They don't want you to do anything. They don't just want you to just be looking like a zombie. That is what they want. If you ask them questions, they feel agitated, they feel infuriated, they feel uncomfortable. That why should you be asking them questions? That Nigerians, he does not know why they so much have interest. After bringing these people, you are now telling us you don't know where they are. That is your feed. Even if maybe we are talking about people from other sector, maybe we are talking about a petroleum sector, we are talking about a aviation sector, you and people are not asking you as a Minister of Health. It's a different ballgame entirely. You would have you refer them to appropriate quarter to be able to answer the question they are putting before you. But we are talking of health issue. We are talking of doctors. You granted an interview on national televisions that yes, these people, they are coming to help. Now you are telling us they came even when there was a total shutdown, when our borders were closed, and that was when you now told us so somebody can just come in. Can you see the way these people are really playing Nigerians? And because a lot of people will see, be quiet, it's few people that is good that will be talking on this matter, that will be deliberating on these issues. A lot of people will just like wave it off. Oh, I bet let's talk of something else. But these are vital things that we are not supposed to sweep under the carpet. Okay, I know that a lot of people will say, "Oh, this woman has come again." Of course, it's not. One thing is that you don't totally write off somebody. If somebody does, say something, that's why I always like, let everybody be open-minded, and you need to be objective. The statement that this Kemi Oluloyo just made, telling Nigerians that these people are in the southern part of the country, that Igbo people better stay safe. I remember vividly, sometime last week, we learned that the Chinese people, I don't know whether the doctor died, but the Chinese people donated something to Imo State government. I don't know. I didn't really do that news, but I know it's in the public domain that the Chinese gave some kind of thing, to help in fighting this COVID-19. And I was just like seriously, Imo State, wow. Imo State, again, is a different topic entirely, that everybody, or most especially the people from that particular state, they are not really comfortable with a lot of things going on, right from the leadership. They don't like what is going on. They are not comfortable with what is going on in that state. So immediately, Kemi just talked about the Igbo, and that was where my mind went to. Immediately, my mind just struck that, oh, I heard something like this, that these people went there to go and donate. They made donations in fighting, they made donations to the state just to fight this COVID-19. And I just like, okay, well, one thing about this whole thing, that everybody just moves on, that as if nothing is happening. Okay, let's face something else. We have a lot of problems on our hands that, of course, it will be so difficult to be able to like, oh, you talk about this one, no improvement. You talk about this one, no changes. You talk about the other one, nobody seems to understand what is going on. Everybody just really, really fed up. But kudos to those who are still making it a point of duty, making it, I don't know how to put it, making it a duty to be able to follow through all of these things. At times, they just still bring it out. They don't want you to ask questions. You guys, you are telling us that I think some of them are not technicians, and yet see the way they were. Of course, it was the Nigerian government that was just hyping them, because Nigerians, in the first place, they never even bothered, because they were like, most especially the way our people are being treated over there, and you bring these people, you'll be carrying them like eggs. The same thing happened. We are hearing that a lot of them, EFCC arrested some of them, trying to bribe this. They are committing a lot of things here. Abika Dabiri told us that, they don't want Africans in China, and you are telling Nigerians there to behave, to fight for their rights. What are you telling? What are you saying? You know that your people are not welcome there, and you even have, he has a effrontery. Abike Dabiri has the effrontery to be telling Nigerians that we have a illegal migrants, or China that are illegal in Nigeria. We have been seeing a lot of them going to be doing illegal mining in some parts of the state, in parts of the country, and you guys will not do anything, and you expect Nigerians not to be conscious or to be interested in knowing these doctors that they have brought in the first place. Of course, a lot of people will be reading a lot of interpretations, because people said just to watch. Of course, it might not really be a fact, but like they always say, in every rumor there is always element of truth. That just watch, as soon as these doctors or whatever that came from China, you just see that this thing will be escalating, the numbers will be escalating, and that is how it has been. You can imagine now, Minister of Health is telling us that he heard. How can you say you heard? So you did not know? It's unfortunate that these are the kind of people who are leading us. Of course, majority of them, they might not even know that this is the kind of job they want to go and they will be they're going to be facing. But the problem is that then, if you know that you have integrity and a lot of things that you never thought that could be happening, as soon as you find yourself in that job, then you just quit. But they will not do that. So the bottom line now is that Kemi is saying that they are in the southeast, that they should be careful. Of course, they will be somewhere. They will be somewhere. So someone is saying here that you people should always have a second thought of what she says. She's an investigative journalist, so she can use anything to get information. Remember, Nigeria is a corrupt country, so let us ask her, which area of the southeast are they? Nigerians, be vigilant. Our leaders are not trustworthy. And exactly. Attention, Madam Kemi, we don't have a ECC in the Southeast. You can find the company scattered in the Southeast. So the Chinese doctors should be traced to Southwest. Okay. I wonder why our people will never want to hear the truth. In every rumor, there must be an element of truth. How can leaders of a country proclaim they don't know the whereabouts of the Chinese they hosted, isolated, and discharged? If we don't go off tribalism in Nigeria, things might not move on well. Merely hearing Southeast people started raining abuses on the journalists. Instead of us to be patient, yes, be patient and know where she's heading to. And if we notice she's not making sense, we know what to do. South, south, southwest, and is it northeast, and all others to just be, they must be somewhere in our homeland. Yes, they will be somewhere. They will be somewhere, because it's really laughable that somebody at that level will be telling you he does not know their whereabouts. But of course, he said that he doesn't know their whereabouts. And when somebody say okay, they are somewhere here, and people then the next thing you to do your own work and see what's could necessarily must have happened, that would have happened. But in my opinion, I saw and I deduced, and it it struck my mind that these people, I learned that they went to donate some equipment or whatever to Imo State. At least I know that one for sure. So what are we talking about? Whether it is true or it is not, but one thing is that is important and that is pertinent is that these people are in this country. They are in this country. They have not gone back. They are in this country. This federal government always is shrouded in secrecy. Why always Igbos from this woman? Maybe it was an Igbo man that impregnated or what? No, that's not the issue. Let's make a findings. Of course, when a majority of them do not even trust those leaders that are there, UKME may have developmental disorder. Okay. UKME may have developed. Okay, that's what somebody's saying. Hope the Chinese are not hired to compound Nigeria problems to enslave us. Foreigners can neither be in your cannot be, that be your helper nor favor, but based on economic gains. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Kemi has said they are in the southeast. So let's hear what you think or what you say, your opinion on this. Thank you.